Not many 9-year-olds have their own entry on IMDb. Someone who does is Taylor Simner, who's with me now. Hello, sir. How are we doing?
I'm good, thank you. For you?
I'm all right, thank you. And it's been a bit of a hectic time for you of late because not only have you been appearing in music videos and doing the modelling work, but also a major feature film with Jamie Bacon.
Yes.
So, Into the Mirror, that was released a couple of weeks ago, and you went down to London for the premiere?
Yes. I think it was Leicester Square in London.
Uh-huh.
Where we went to, it was like this really posh hotel, and one scene in the film, it has like they're in this pub and it's kind of disorientating, and the lights in the hotel were actually like really bright, so they were kind of disorientating. And I had like major flashbacks when I was filming.
But I mean, that must have been an interesting process in itself because in Into the Mirror, you play the younger version of Daniel, which is
Yes.
Jamie Bacon's part. Now, he wrote it and starred in it, and it's telling the tale of someone who's going through a difficult time in their life. It starts off with some flashbacks to him with his mom. Now, his mom, it's no spoilers to announce that sadly passes away. I think we can get away with that one.
Yeah.
But the rest of the story, I mean, his mom allows him to be expressive, and that's the point at which your character is showing, you know, he can be what he wants to be, isn't it? But unfortunately, the character's dad doesn't necessarily let that happen. So there's been some interesting scenes to film there. And how challenging was that? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. My scenes in it was at the beach, which I really did enjoy because I got to run around and do high-passive 6-year-old stuff. And it was at the house, and at this part, I had to put lipstick on, which I didn't like.
It's not many 9-year-old lads wear a lot of lipstick,
No.
but there is some who may choose to. And I mean, this story itself is looking at the fact it is about being able to have his own life choice and live the person he feels he is, rather than being pushed into a stereotype.
Like, rather than being what people think you should be.
Yeah, and that is again something which it must have been interesting to portray that and to be directed and get to tell a story.
I didn't have any lines in the film, but my mum says that like my body language kind of showed the way I was thinking.
Yeah, and again, this is when you're acting. I suppose at this point you are really at the start of your career. There's not many 9-year-olds who get listed online on the number of things that they've done so far. So you're doing all right there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's about learning that craft, and you've had a chance to learn from some really good people as you've gone along as well. I mean, Jamie, an absolute star, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he is really good, including half my other cast members, and one of them is in Hollyoaks, I think. Her name's Nicole. I have no idea her second name. That means it's a really good...
She knows who you are, though. That's what counts.
If you're a really good co-star, you don't know the second name of your co-star.
Yeah.
That's how you know if you're a really good
That's the
co-star.
thing now. You're mates, really, aren't you? That's the way it works. So you've done that. It must have been a bit of a wait from when you did the filming to when it came out. So what was it quite exciting waiting to see what the final product was like?
Wow. When I was waiting, I was like, I didn't know what would happen if they'd just scrap it entirely, which had a thought lurking in my mind about that, which I didn't want to happen.
You could have ended up on the cutting room floor. That wouldn't have been good either, would it?
No.
So, but you were there.
So I've been to 2 premieres now. My first one, I remember watching the film and I was like in, I don't know the word, like awe.
Yeah, that's a good word. That one does the job. So, but seeing yourself on the big screen though, what was that like?
It sort of felt like weird because I'm not used to seeing myself on screens. This was just like my first thing which I'd seen me on the screen, which I thought was weird.
Yeah.
I was 6 at the time when I filmed it, so I was looking at myself like, I've changed. Like my cheeks are more like chubby and my eyes were smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were smaller.
So, but this is going to be another bit. And it's going to be interesting for your family as well because it starts to document what you look like, and you must have seen stuff that you've done for the modelling work as you've got older. So that must be interesting to see the changes there. So you're in even more of an unusual position than kids who are looking at the pictures on the parents' camera phones. So you've actually got published work out there.
When you said that, then I just had the flashback of when I went to this modelling group and my picture was to be really excited, like throwing these red, I don't know, like particles of Lord knows.
So some weird red stuff into the air.
And my face.
Yeah. But you're following direction
I
for all
looked
of this.
wild.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm going to say.
But I mean, do your friends pick up on this sort of stuff that you've done? I mean, the certificate rating on the film that you're in means they probably won't be watching it for a few years yet. But is it interesting to see their reactions to what you've done?
Yeah, because at school, I don't really speak about it, and in the newspaper at school that I was in, it's said by my mum that if she was me, she'd be boasting about it. I only tell my really close friend and my teacher, not really close friends, if I have friends.
Yes, when you're a celebrity, you have friends. That's the way it works. So you know they're going to enjoy your moment of stardom too, I'm sure. So what's coming next? Because I mean, 9. Have you got what have you got planned? You haven't bought the yacht yet. I know that much. But
I've got London Fashion Week next year in February, which I'm really excited for.
but I mean, this means you're going to be wearing some particularly fashionable clothes as well. I mean, you're obviously rocking the style today, so this is now pretty much compulsory, isn't it?
Yeah. I had to practice my walk, and it was hard.
When I was your age, I don't think I'd have coped well with this because I'm quite shy. So, but do you think that this is something you're definitely going to want to do career-wise?
Yeah.
Is it the acting or is it the modelling? What do you fancy most?
I think I like the acting the most
Yeah.
because my mum says, prepping me,
Yeah.
that I was going to say that, like, I like acting because I can apparently, which I do, turn into, like, the character, like, I can think like the character, like, when I had to do the role for young Daniel, I was thinking that, in it, the guy picked me up who played my dad, and I was thinking that, like, this was my dad. I had a kind of a hard relationship with him in the film. And apparently it's one of the most iconic scenes in the film when I'm over his shoulder, and apparently the look on my face is so powerful that I even made my mum like tear up. I looked at her and I went, "You're right." Then she went, "Yeah."
So we're going to look out for the name Taylor Simner, and this is going to be billboards. Are you reckoning in the years to come?
I hope it's going to be on billboard.
That's
Just
the
make
plan.
sure not look at the face, because you'll be blinded by the ugliness. It's a hot mess, my face.
Right, okay. We'll get you a psychiatrist to look after the body image issues. However, he's 9. He's and he's going to be trouble. So, thank you for having a chat. Good to meet up with you. Good luck with the rest of it, and we look forward to seeing more from you soon.
Yes, thank you.